Yo, what's up, guys? We got pokeaim here. We're gonna be continuing our hacks. There we go. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna be continuing this video. That's exactly what we're doing. We're gonna be continuing our Haxorus. I don't know why I couldn't say that word. Suspect test run. Today we're using a team with Incineroar. Incineroar is probably one of the best fire types we've ever had. And that is so disrespectful too, because I think honestly the fire type starters have always been amazing. We got Charizard, right? Ignore Charizard, but we got Charizard XY, we got Dynamax Charizard, we got Gmax Charizard, whatever. Alright? We got Cinderace, we got Infernape. You know, we have Typhlosion's old Sprite, not the one where he's naked, but the one before that. And we got plenty of fire. Don't look at Emboar, but we got plenty of good fire type Pokemon. Delphox as well, kind of ignore that too. But yeah. Bryson though, Bryson's a GOAT. Got Pokken too, which came with that. So anyway, Incineroar is a fantastic fire type in the UU tier. It is amazing. The heavy duty boots buffed it this generation, even with them trying to nerf Intimidate by making Oblivious and Scrappy amongst other abilities block Intimidate. Incineroar is still great, and then they give it heavy duty boots so it ignores rocks. It can still U-turn parting shot around. Now this team, if you guys want to use it, you can go to my website pokeaimMD.com. Chimpak gave it to me, but it might have been Cyrus's or SCB's. I'm not even sure. So whoever made this team, thank you. I will be using it today, and I appreciate you. But it's just like Volt Turn with Choice Band Haxorus and Choice Scarf Chandelier. So we got the double fire type core on this team. I love Choice Band Haxorus because of the first impression and whatnot. And hey, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, and you feel like continue to watch this video after me bringing this up, by the way, I appreciate all y'all subbing. Feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to get 300K. We got the DLC coming out. We're gonna get some great stuff happening. And let's look at my opponent's team real quick. Rotom lets me deal with Darmanitan, which might actually end up being Belly Drum on this squad because they have Galvantula, which leads to believe it's Sticky Web, plus like Shift Gear, Toxtricity, Swords Dance, Decidueye, either Specs or heavy duty boots, Defog, Noivern, which I think is a little bit odd considering they have the potential Sticky Web, and either Nasty Plot or Vacuum Wave, well, Nasty Plot or Swords Dance Lucario. I love Toxtricity's first impression. It's going to help me check them just in case I don't manage to get rid of the webs, which I should be able to do with Rotom in front of maybe Lucario. It's actually defaulting is relatively tough in this game, I'll be honest, but this shouldn't be too terrible of a game for me, I would say. My Sylveon helps me deal with Noivern as well as Galvantula. I don't know if you guys hear the squeaky toy that's going on. My puppy is being played with. And Celebi helps me deal with even that if it's Shift Gear. So I should be able to knock it out with Psychic. In terms of lead options, I want to do something that can kind of deal with Galvantula, break its Sash and whatnot, and then get in my Sylveon. Alternatively, I could just lead off with Sylveon and just click Hyper Voice, which my opponent doesn't guard too well against. So we're going to do that. Yeah, there's a Galvantula. Click that Hyper Voice. The unfortunate thing is, like, my Defogger, while it does beat this 1v1, I don't know, it's going to be tough for me to defog, I feel. So we're going to Wish first. The only bad thing about this is I give my opponent 2 chances to paralyze me with Thunder, but by wishing, I'm at 100%, or near 100%, rather, and I get a nice little Hyper Voice off on whatever comes in. Now, again, that Darmanitan is a threat, and I'm 100%, I did give them the chance to be able to paralyze me. That Darmanitan is a threat, and I'm 100% sure it's like Belly Drum. If they go Darmanitan, I'm staying in and I'm clicking Hyper Voice, because if they sub, it goes through the sub. As they go for Sheer Force Iron Head, which cannot flinch me, and I'm fine with that because I can defog on this. Sylveon was important for Noivern, don't get me wrong, but I think that between Scarf Chandelier and Incineroar knocking off its ideal heavy duty boots, I should be okay. So we're just going to allow that to happen, get in my Rotom, defog away these hazards. Obviously Darmanitan is still a threat, but I'm physically defensive Rotom. I have heavy duty boots, that way I think, so I don't take Stealth Rock. I mean, I obviously know what it does. So I don't take Stealth Rock, but I think it's because it allows you to not be 2 KO'd by Darmanitan's Flare Blitz after rocks. So, I mean, that's cool. Either way, we're going to defog here. Now, again, losing Sylveon does make Noivern a problem for me, but I should be okay again between Chandelier, even Volt switching damage and whatnot on it. And my dude decides, yeah, forget that. You get rid of my hazards. I'm not playing this damn game no more. And that's fine. I don't think the game was over at all. In fact, I would even argue that they had a stronger position than me if they played it well. But I'm all for free wins anyway, especially when it's a suspect ladder. If y'all didn't know Haxorus is being suspect tested, I think I said that in the beginning. I said like, haha, it being haha, but I knew what I meant, and y'all guys knew what I meant as well. But yeah, like, oof, I love my, okay, this is a nice one. That's a team I would use. I got some beautiful Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest, they're all actually ugly as hell, except for maybe Celebi. But it has some beautiful Pokemon in terms of like power, man. You got Rhyperior, you got Cobalion, you got Toxtricity, you got Noivern. Love it. So my Haxorus goes in this game, but so does my Chandelure, as long as I'm able to deal with the heavy duty boots on their Incineroar, which I can knock off. Love Rotom in this too. Hydro Pump and Volt, which are almost non-resisted besides the Celebi, which Haxorus should help me out versus. And in general, Haxorus is very strong here too. Weakest link, Celebi is pretty sucky in this game, but I guess I can check Toxtricity because he can get Specs hit. You'll even eat a Specs Sludge Wave. I would go Incineroar lead versus me personally, but I like Celebi early because Celebi lets me get up rocks versus Toxtricity, which is really strong versus me, and Rhyperior, which is also very strong versus me too. So I'm going to U-turn here. I'm going to keep up, you know, I'm going to be as offensive and aggressive as possible here, just because I don't want to allow these Pokemon to, I don't want to allow Pokemon like Incineroar in to knock me off because I don't like being knocked off in this position. Now, at least right here, I could be knocked off, but we're going to click one Dragon Claw. Main reason I'm clicking is because if I click Earthquake, I knocked out Incineroar. But they could also get a Noivern, which isn't the biggest of deals. And Cobalion isn't a big deal either because Rotom lets me deal with it and same thing with Chandelure. I'm very surprised that they gave me that damage, considering Shadow Ball is so easy to sweep them. But we take those. They can easily go for Hurricane if they want to, but Sylveon is always my only Pokemon that comes in on this thing, is they opt to go and kind of lose the momentum, I would say, by going for the U-turn there. Now, Toxtricity could be Specs, it could be Shift Gear. I'll Protect just to see what they do. If they Sludge Wave or Boom Burst as a Sludge Bomb. Still annoying. Still very annoying in this game. Again, Celebi will be checked by Chandelure. I'm actually thinking they might be Scarf Celebi based on this thing, but I'm still liking this. My Incineroar can take a hit. Celebi's only useful for rocks. That's mainly it, but it also comes in on Rhyperior. Celebi's really expendable, but we'll go Incineroar just because we can get a knockoff on something. We'll be able to eat this up. We're especially defensive. That is Specs, and they got the poison on me. So if that was a roll, it's no longer a roll anymore. All right, well, we'll bring out Haxorus. I can click Earthquake, but I'm going to click Dragon Claw one more time because it'll allow me to knock out Noivern. It's a 1-for-1. That sucks that Mon went down, but now, I mean, Psychic Blast U-turn isn't that bad considering Incineroar is at 37%. I don't know why they went back out to Incineroar. Is it just to switch into Rhyperior to let it take damage? That did not make any sense to me. Yeah, okay, so they give me that. What? Bro, I hit you. I was -1 when I first hit you. Sure, you get in Cobalion. Stone Edge will not knock out Chandelure. Not from full. Yeah. Let's land this. Let's land this Fire Blast. I'm not going to bother predicting. Oh. Their SD Volt Switch. What's going on in this game? This does allow them out into Rhyperior. Which is okay. Because, I mean, look at Hyper Voice and look at the rest of their team now. I'll get in my Celebi and I'll get up rocks. The main reason I'm rocking instead of Psychicking on Noivern is because, again, Hyper Voice and Fire Blast get a lot stronger as if this is a choice lock Noivern, as they can't resist it. So, and Rotom just looks better and better. Rotom is better with way better with rocks up. So I'm the U-turn myself. I opted the U-turn there because Hurricane wouldn't knock me out because I'm especially defensive, and I'm trying to chip away at this mon. And if they go something like Celebi, for instance, I'll get a good damage off on them, and I can U-turn and whatnot. Or they go Cobalion. Let's see if I can land a Fire Blast. Or should I just go for Energy Ball here once? Because it makes sense that they would go out into their Rhyperior. I'm going to do it. They showed me the switch last time. This was a little bit like obvious, I feel, me going for that. But now I don't have to worry about this thing taking hits. We're just Energy Ball again. If Noivern is not Heavy Duty Boots, which it is, it wouldn't have been able to take that well. And we can just bring out Sylveon here and just start clicking Hyper Voices. Shadow Ball knocks out Rhyperior at this point. Cobalion needs a little bit of damage, but I have Rotom to deal with it. I mean, Hyper Voice isn't resisted by it anyway as a Draco, which is kind of losing a turn now because I click Hyper Voice and I either get a kill on Rhyperior or I get some nice damage and necessary damage on Cobalion. And then I just go Rotom on this too, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I go Rotom because even if they SD, I think I live +2 close combat for sure. And I can just safely Volt Switch here. If they go Rhyperior, I'll just Hydro Pump after. If they did this so that way I... If they did this that way I can... that way I would go for Hydro Pump as they get in Celebi. That's a smart play, but they didn't, so... I have first impression knockout Celebi, and I guess at this point, rocks don't matter. I don't want to switch directly into Haxorus. I'd rather get hit with a Leaf Storm or anything, but I don't want to switch directly into Haxorus. Yeah, I'd rather get in Haxorus now and click Dragon Claw, which gets me a kill at this point. Knocks out Noivern. Should knock out Cobalion at 32% because I am Choice Band. Just shy of the KO, unfortunately. But that Shadow Ball looking kind of clean right now. We do have Celebi as a sack. Though I'm probably take Iron Head as well after, which I don't mind. I know I'm gonna get flinched. Oh, I didn't. Nice. Okay, so we'll just knock them out with Psychic there. If I don't get flinched twice in a row, beautiful. Shadow Ball knocks out Celebi, and I just need a little bit of damage off on the Noivern. We'll recover once just in case they click anything that's not Hurricane. Hey, look at that boy taking some damage, taking nothing as a Draco, which is gonna do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And yeah, at that point, Shadow Ball swept, so we take those. That was an odd, like, SD Vulture is interesting. I mean, I get it, you get momentum on Golisopod and whatnot, but I mean, Stone Edge does the exact same thing. So, I'm a little bit iffy about that. Love Incineroar in this game. Knockoff, and again, U-turn and Flare, which is very good versus my opponent. Haxorus is undefeated in this game, man. Earthquake, oh my god, just click it. 2 Levitators don't even care. Yo, I think I might just lead off with Haxorus and click Earthquake, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's so good versus my opponent, holy crap. And I have Heal Bell too, just in case. Rotom's like Scarf Wisp. So Haxorus definitely, whenever I get it in, it clicks Earthquake and gets a kill. Weaken their Incineroar, use my own Incineroar to weaken them, so that way Shadow Ball can endgame them too. Yeah, and use Rotom defensively for Incineroar, so nice. Let's see. They do go Incineroar because they have no... Oh, they're Scarf. That's cool. Okay, so that's really cool. I'm going to be able to hit the Rotom coming in with Earthquake anyway because of my Mold Breaker ability. I don't do much to it, but I can get in my Celebi here. And even if they Volt Switch, it doesn't make a difference there. But I'm going to U-turn just to see how they play this turn out. Yeah, they go Bronzong first. I wanted to see if they would go Espeon considering this is the only rocker on my team. But I can get in... Is this Colbur? Whatever. I get an Incineroar and I just click Knockoff twice. Oh, dual screens. Okay. Well, it was dual screens. It's dead now. It is dead now. So Espeon dies to first impression. Rotom isn't a problem here. In fact, I'm going to U-turn because they should Volt Switch expecting me to go Celebi, and I want to get the momentum on them. I'm assuming they go out into Incineroar after all. And I have a nice and free Rotom here just to click the Defog, so we don't have to worry about rocks at all this game. Not like any of their mods can really knock me out anyway. I simply Volt Switch here on the Incineroar. I'm assuming they might go out to Rotom. They might go Heliolisk. Choice Scarf Channeler helps me deal with any variant of Lucario except for like Agility, I guess, or Focus Sash. And again, you attack where your opponent cannot defend. So instead of going Celebi, which could give me rocks, or might be better in the long term. I don't know. In case they're like Focus Sash Lucario, I have first impression for it anyway. I get in Haxorus. I click that Mold Breaker Earthquake, knock out that Rotom. I'm saying Mold Breaker because, yeah, that's the reason I knocked them out. And then we bring out Incineroar on the Espeon. Even if this is dual screens too, as they go for Dazzling Gleam, which is their best bet. I'm going to U-turn because I'm not trying to give Lucario Justified. And once again, what we're going to do, we're going to U-turn with Haxorus, or U-turn with Incineroar, get in Haxorus, and once again, just click that Earthquake, get a kill. I'm going to knock out Espeon, I'm going to knock out Helios, going to knock out Incineroar. Again, I didn't want to knock off there because of Justified, and if they went Incineroar, I can go Rotom and just, you know, Volt Switch as many times. I'm not worried about a Scarf Incineroar. It's weak. It can't, like, it's not a setup Incineroar, right? Incineroar excels at two different things. Either setting up, if it's like a Swords Dance, Flame Charge thing, or even Power Trip, whatever, bulk up could be cool, and being defensive. Defensive with pivoting, either U-turn or parting shot, whatever you want to call it. At this point, I just go out into my my Celebi and just click U-turn. I'm not gonna die, and I get momentum on everything. I don't think I'll lose the Heliolisk because again I have a Choice Scarf First Impression Mon, which actually gets a kill right now. So let's go ahead and click that Choice Scarf Choice Band, excuse me, First Impression. Peace. And then Espeon comes out. I don't care. I go Celebi. All right, you can click whatever moves you want, dude. I'm gonna First Impression you. I can even start Shadow Balling soon, but again, we're gonna keep doing exactly what Haxorus wants to do and click First Impression. They could have Protect. They could have Protect because Golisopod is common in this tier, and that will help you avoid that. But yeah, they did not. So that was nice. Nice use of Incineroar. I like how my opponent had Incineroar. How they use theirs too. Had they had a little bit more defensive backbone. I know it was offense, but had they had screens instead of setting up rocks, I think it would have been a little bit harder. A few things. Again, Earthquake is really good. I mean, Haxorus is good, period. But love Incineroar in this game. Its ability to like Flare Blitz and to knock off on basically anything. Rocker in Celebi is actually really nice too because Psychic is very strong. No resist on my opponent's part. Early Incineroar gives me a good lead versus everything besides Rotom as they go Rabombi, which is cool because this team has Wish support if you guys didn't notice. So I can Flare Blitz into U-turn. Allowing me to defog immediately with Rotom on this and on the Rabombi, or just knocking them out. They go hard Serena on a Flare Blitz. I don't want them to I don't want to go Celebi because Celebi comes in on their Pokemon. This is actually a tough turn. That was actually a smart, nice, because I'm obviously they can high Jump Kick here, but I don't want to go Sylveon because Sylveon is good. I do want to go Sylveon actually. This guy making me look like a god, man. I'm not doing this, but we're gonna Volt Switch. We're gonna Wish up here. The main reason I'm wishing, I think he expected me to double Flare Blitz, obviously, but I went Sylveon because knockoff or high Jump Kick were their plays right there. The reason I didn't want to go Chandelure is again because of that knockoff. Knockoff was a good long-term play because it gets rid of the heavy duty boots if they're able to get up hazards, obviously. And now with Serena being at 12 HP, they really do not deal with Rotom very well. But I want to bring out Celebi. Let's see if we can get up some rocks going. If they have T-Spikes, so be it. I can always get rid of them later. And I have Heal Bell, and I have Heavy Duty Boots, so I don't really care. But rocks allow me to wear down... Like, Psychic attacks everything, but rocks allow me to wear down Rabombi a little bit better, and then just start clicking Earthquake. Alright, I think I'm going to be faster than this Serena. So I'll just knock him out with Psychic here. U-turn won't knock me out. Yep. So we get up rocks and we get rid of the Rapid Spinner, which is nice. And Shadow Ball looks super good versus my opponent as well. I have a Sylveon just primed and ready to come in here. But I also kind of like Incineroar too because it gives me a knockoff on something like Rotom as they go for Web. So I get a knockoff. And I've already broken the Focus Sash on Rabombi, so that's the only thing that rocks are really going to hit. I'm okay with... I'm basically okay with defogging now because all I wanted to do was break the Focus Sash on Rabombi. That was the main reason, right? I mean, if I get a little bit more out of this, like let's say I get rid of the item on Rotom, for instance, cool. Not just U-turn. I think they're gonna Volt Switch here. If they Hydro Pump, I get a defog with Rotom, so I'm not worried. And Rotom is like really tough for them to deal with, and they might even get a Weezing, which is nice. So I got some nice damage on Rotom to, even if it's specially defensive, to guarantee go down to two attacks. I like how they have Neutralizing Gas, and Rotom has the ability to ignore that because of the heavy duty boots. So I'm still not taking Toxic Spike. Like Neutralizing Gas would have made me take T-Spikes there, but that's really cool. So I'm gonna be able to default here. And that'll allow me to hit some Hydro Pumps versus the Weezing. Hydro Pump I don't think knocks out Rabombi, but that is nice. This is nice. I defogged away the web so that way Chandelure can always check. Then always check the Cobalion. I don't really care too much about T-Spike, I feel, but we're gonna Hydro Pump again. And then Volt Switch after. Obviously I don't have Pain Split, I have Wish support. Okay, so I'm gonna defog once more. If they set up a second layer, I'll just Volt Switch. It's not a big deal, and they opt to knock me out, so that's great. So again, bring out Chandelure. Click that Shadow Ball, get my KO here. I would love if they go hard Noivern. Though I guess it doesn't have to be Choice Scarf. It might be. So I do lose on the... If they get up webs, they get up... and they're there to stay, right? But... Celebi should be able to check the Cobalion well enough. Haxorus can still get off an Earthquake, even if they're SD Shuka. If they get +2, they knock me out with close combat, then they get the Spit Up drop, so Celebi does it. Sylveon eats an Iron Head as well and does a lot. Like, Incineroar gets a Flare, but so basically every Pokemon I have out doesn't let it set up for free, is what I'm trying to say. I wonder how much this does to, Urbambi. 72 min. Does Stone Edge knock me out? There's no way, right? I mean, this is the only offensive threat they have left. Nah, it doesn't. Worst case, they Thunder Wave, I guess. So I'll just Shadow Ball for a 2-hit KO. Stone Edge does not knock me out unless they're like Life Orb. As they go for... Okay, that was the wrong move no matter what, I feel. Unless they thought they resisted, which, you know, maybe they played Gen 5 back when Steel did resist Ghosts. But not in this generation. So that was the only offensive that they have. Now they lose to Hyper Voice. Unless if they have Sticky Web, U-Turn, Stun Spore, and Bug Buzz, then that's like the only thing they have. I mean, that could actually be threatening. But I'll just stay in Shadow Ball again. I'm going to 2-hit KO them. Can't knock me out unless there's Specs. I think that is Specs. Still couldn't knock me out. You get rid of Noivern, which is the other only offensive threat that could confuse me. And now it just, I guess, comes down to if Urbambi wants to destroy me. Like, if Urbambi gets incredibly lucky, that is literally the only way I can lose now. But, yeah. I mean, I go out to Incineroar, I click Flare Blitz. I'll live a Moonblast, click Flare Blitz. It also doesn't allow Rotom to come in. Perfect. They had to Stun Spore there if they had it. We knock out Urbambi. Hey, and then Rotom can't even do anything, and then I get a KO with Broken Haxorus. Oh, quote unquote broke. I'm still like iffy about if it's broken or not, but goodbye. Click that Outrage. I've not clicked Outrage. I rarely ever click Outrage, but it's nice when it works out. So yeah, even if they Iron Headed me with their Cobalion instead of Swords Dancing, then they could have knocked me out with Hurricane after and then tried something. Okay, again, I love my opponent's team in this. Really cool. Sylveon looks very good, but I love it. I mean, so does Haxorus. But I love it because they have a Cramorant, which is very annoying to deal with. They hate Celebi. I actually have no idea what type of Silvally set this is. Maybe Ghost. I can see it being Ghost. But they hate Celebi and they hate Rotom. Rotom is just so good in this game. So I'm actually going to use it early because it just Volt Switches on everything. It could be Silvally Ground, I guess. Sylveon helps me check Umbreon. Rocks is really good with Celebi because it deals with Gardevoir. Haxorus is just good with Earthquake and Dragonclaw respectively. Got to be careful about annoying Cramorant, or Cramorant doing annoying things rather. And again, we'll just Volt Switch here. They could go Umbreon, I suppose. Nope, they just opt to stay in. Give me that. All right, we'll get up Rocks. We'll play the Rocks game. If I find myself needing a defog, I will. But Celebi's just really good versus them. And if they're Stealth Rock, they might just be Volt Switch Iron Head. Exactly. So they do have a Silvally Steel. Okay. Huh. So it's double Steel. I mean, I guess that's cool. I don't see them really appreciating this knockoff, even if it's Weezing. Yeah, specifically Weezing does not like this knockoff because it loves its item. And I can just U-turn here. I won't take much. Strange Team doesn't do crap. Oh, it does a good chunk, I guess, because I get confused. A little bit annoying there. We'll go Rotom as they go Cramorant. I was not expecting that. And what I can do is just Volt Switch one more time. We're just keeping up momentum at this point because Weezing with no item doesn't like hits from Sylveon, which is like the main thing. Even if they go Silvally Steel, I don't care. I'm just going to wish back up my Incineroar on their Silvally. If they try and Toxic, I'll just Heal Bell. It doesn't matter. I guess they do have Wish Support, which kind of makes it annoying, but nice. So a few Pokemon I could go into, but I'm gonna make the Incineroar play because it deals with the Silvally, and then they don't like most of the attacks I can go for here, but we'll U-turn because Rocks plus U-turn, we're slowly but surely chipping away at my opponent, and we're just annoying the hell out of them with my Volt Turn, which is kind of what I want to do, right? We have Umbreon low. We have Weezing. Once Weezing's gone, I can click Dragon Claw. Not really. He has this. Don't do this to me, Joe. Let's get rid of the item right there. And let's just U-turn. Alright, they went for Yawn, so that doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to get in my Celebi here and recover. That way I can eat up Gardevoir's hit. Because it's not over yet, but like it's not like I'm not in a, I mean, it's 6-6. Like, of course it's not over. I'm not in a fantastic situation yet, but I want to be healthy enough to be able to take on the Gardevoir, and I mean Rotom is an answer. So yeah, the fact that Umbreon is getting lower and lower is going to open up my attacks forever. And now I get in you, and I be a man and I click Earthquake. What y'all think about that? Me clicking Earthquake here on the Weezing, because if it does, I can click Dragon Claw. Now, let me. I want to do it to him, but let me just click Dragon Claw. Yeah, okay. That Mon would have been a demon. I'm so glad I clicked that. So that Mon was annoying for sure. If this is Choice Scarf that I could think it is, Celebi eats every hit. And we can simply just U-turn out. So they died at first impression from Gardevoir. Ooh, okay. Should have actually went out to the Mon that clicks Earthquake because that was free, and I made the wrong. I mean, if I land every attack, I win. Like I said, if I land these attacks, I win. But I should have went out into Haxorus and clicked Earthquake there. Yeah, that's my bad. I should not have made that play at all. So my bad. I deserve to miss that one. See if I miss another, because now Silvally Steel is gonna become annoying. All right. Again, that's my fault completely. Should not have done that, but it's that's me. That's literally on me. But we get rid of Umbreon. Gardevoir comes out. Still have a Celebi that just comes in and clicks U-turn. As they Moonblast crit me right there. Which is going to force me to recover. I want to be one more recover. At least, I want to have one more recover at least. Oh, this is nice. I get some chip on this. Get some nice little chip on Cobalion. I know they're trying to bring out their Silvally Steel, but I have Incineroar at literally full HP, so I should be able to beat that. I don't think I'm going to lose this, at least in this exchange. Let me recover once more. Let me try and recover once more. I just need to be at near full so I can take on Gardevoir. Because Celebi also takes on Weezing, so great. Alright. We'll bring out Rotom. Even though Rotom helps me with Silvally Steel, I'm really banking on Incineroar. And if they click Close Combat, they die. So, yeah, I'll live. And they should die to Volt Switch here. Bring out Haxorus, which has that first impression. Choice Band Earthquake will knock out Weezing. I really want to call this Incineroar undefeated, so I want to win. I really want to win right now, so let's see if I do. So Valley doesn't have Earthquake for whatever reason, so Incineroar is great. Like, this is my final game of the live. I really want to win. Obviously, I also want Rex too, so. Rock Slide. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Perfect. GG, dude. Incineroar undefeated. Not bad. Alright, guys. So, we end it undefeated with Incineroar. This is obviously me going for Suspect Test Rex. I did lose like 3 games the other day, so which is very sad. But that makes us X and 3. Yeah. Alright, 18 and 3. So we're on our way to Suspect Test Rex, but sucks we got losses. But yeah, we used some balance. Incineroar was really good this game. Haxorus was incredible. I love Volt Turn like this. Again, if you guys want to use my team, not my team, but if you guys want to use this team, go to the website, pokeaimMD.com. The link is down below. You can get all my teams, and if you want to like search for them, you just look them up based on the dates, which are actually in front of the teams, and those will show you how to, those will show, like, they'll match up to the videos. And yeah, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.